I'm going to make some brackets for my 4-inch PVC pipe for the dust collection, and I could probably draw this out on some plywood really quick, but I like SketchUp, so that's the route I'm going to take. Let's go to Camera, Parallel Projection, and let's go to a front view. Now I'm going to use C for circle from the origin, and I'm going to draw a circle with a radius of 2.125 inches. Enter. That gives me a circle with a diameter of 4 1/4 inch, which is appropriate for a 4-inch piece of PVC pipe. This axis representation may get a little confusing, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off real quick. Now alpha line from this endpoint, and I'm going to go this direction 1 inches. Enter. C for circle from the midpoint to the end point, and I'm going to press spacebar and use a window to only select this. M for move, control brings up copy from the right side, and I'm going to drop it off on the left side of the large circle. Now I'm really just trying to get some shapes in here, but I don't need this bottom stuff, so I'm going to use a crossing to only select it, press delete. Use a crossing to only select the bottom plus the area, press delete. And same thing with this top circle, so let's use a crossing to select the top half of the circle plus the area, and then press delete. I was just basically trying to get this curve going. C for circle, and if I hold down on this edge, it says it pops up on edge, which means it'll allow me to snap to the center. So from here, just going to bring it out to this side, space bar, use a crossing again to delete the top half and the area, press delete, and now I've got the shape that I'm going for. Now the 4-inch pipe will fit in here nice and neatly, but I want to mount this side onto the wall. So I want a total height of 8 1/2 inch, and I know that the radius of this smaller circle is 0.5 inches. So if I go alpha line from the right side of that circle, and if I go down 8 inches, enter, I'm going to have a spacer of 3/4 inch, so 0.75 inches, enter. And I really just need to connect it somewhere up here where it looks halfway decent, and you know what, that looks good right there. So now I can spacebar select the rest of this arc and delete it. So now the pipe will fit in here, and the bracket will come down and mount against the wall. So let's P for push pull, and let's pull this out, and we're gonna go 0.375 inches, enter. We're gonna use 3/8 inch plywood, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Now I want to have a little bit of a spacer. I'm gonna use 2 of these brackets I'm gonna use 2 of these panels per bracket. So R for rectangle from this bottom corner, and I'm going to come up 8 inches and 3/4 inch for my rectangle. So the smaller dimension is the first one according to the dimensions in the bottom right corner of the screen. So I can press 0.75, 8, enter. P for push pull, and I'm going to pull it this way 0.75 inches, enter. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Now I've got a solid spacer and 1 bracket on the one side. Now I've gotten in the habit of just randomly dropping different colors on here so you can easily distinguish what parts are what, and I'm going to do that like so. Now I'm going to copy this to this other side over here, and I've got some support here. I want some support right there, so I'm just going to grab this, M for move, control brings up copy, and I will just copy it into place. Change my view a little bit. Q for rotate, and I will rotate it like so, just trying to get it on that little piece right there. Now obviously that's way too long. I want to make this shorter, but it is a copy of this one, so I want to right click and say make unique. You are no longer a copy. And let's change the color again real quick just to get some contrast here. Now let's double click to edit the part, and I think I can get 1.5 inches here, so T for tape measure. Let's go down 1.5, enter, and yes, it looks like I can. So P for push pull, and I'm going to reduce the height down here to this line. Spacebar, select the line, delete it, click to get outside of your part, and that's pretty much it. So to finish this off, I'm going to select this, M for move, Control brings up copy, and I'll grab the left hand side and holding shift to constrain to the green axis, and I'm going to drop it off right there. So now I've got a nice bracket. It's going to be good and strong, and this piece in the back, this yellow piece, will give me enough surface area to drive a screw through it and into a wall stud. So how do I go from here to a printable diagram? Well, let's first go to Styles, Engineering Style, so I got a white background. And let's go Camera, we're already at Parallel, so let's go back to our front view. I'm going to turn my axis off so I don't print them. And now I need some type of scale to measure off of, so I'm going to use my dimension tool, and I know that from here to here should be 8 inches. I'm just going to drop that right there. I don't want to print this in color, so let's change this to white. And that's pretty much it for here in SketchUp. Let's go to File, Export, 2D Graphic, Desktop, and let's change this to a Windows bitmap and dust collection bracket. Export. With the image exported, I can open it up in this Big Print program, and let's go to File, Open, on my desktop, dust collection bracket, and let's open it up. And Big Print says that this will take 4 pieces of paper to print, and that's not true. So let's select only the area we want to print. That's the image I want. Let's go to Image, Crop, and now it says it takes 1 piece of paper, but I know that this is pretty much a vertical image and this is landscape on here, so let's go to Print and uncheck landscape. Now we're in portrait mode, and I don't think that this scale is appropriate, so let's go to Image, Calibrate Scale by Distance. And I know if I zoom in and I select the top of this arrow, and I select the bottom of this arrow, I know the distance between these 2 points is 8 inches. Press OK. And what that did is it calibrated my scale based upon a distance that I already know. From there I can go to Print, Print Settings, and make sure all this stuff is appropriate, no overlap, it's just 1 piece of paper. And I can press Print, and that will give me a 1-to-1 scale template that I can glue on a piece of paper and cut out, or glue on a piece of plywood rather, and cut out.